what is the transportation or the lead period like when you get biomass from different sources to when it is converted into a biofuel? Is it difficult to obtain a raw material? How is the supply in this particular
That's
segment?
actually the crux of how to actually harness the potential. Uh, let's start with the fact that one type of biomass is agricultural waste. Now, what is agricultural waste? If I am a rice growing farmer, at the end of the harvest season, the rice grows, I harvest the rice. What stays in the field is what is biomass. Now, how do I now start accumulating that? One of the first difficulties in a country like India is absence of mechanization for collection of this biomass. The second is it grows only during the harvest season. But if I, let us say, set up a plant to convert it into fuel, that plant will be an industrial enterprise and it will work for 12 months in a year. So I have seasonal supply and a everyday requirement. So there is a need for not only harnessing it, but also storing it, which requires investment in storage infrastructure, which also requires investment in working capital. So availability of storages and cost of working capital is the second strong constraint that we see right now. The third and extremely important consideration in the context of the consumer being an industrial consumer. Okay, the biofuel producer is an industrial enterprise, and the supplier is a rural enterprise who is unorganized. So let us say I am a large industrial buyer. I want to buy feedstock. What do? I send out an RFP. I float a tender. Now, the rural enterprises are not used to dealing with industrial enterprise and their purchase process. So there's a disconnect here. So I would say these three are, as per my standpoint, three of the strong constraints that we see in India right now. If we are able to surpass these constraints, then potentially more than 200 million metric tons of biomass, just as agricultural residue, is available for harnessing in India. That is 17% of India's energy need. So this is huge. It is huge.